Welcome, and thanks for being here to celebrate some of the work of the Ithaca College choirs this fall. I'm Sean Linfors, the Interim Director of Choral Activities, and along with my choral colleagues, it's been my joy to work with students this semester as we navigated the complexities of Zoom collaboration. They've worked hard through the semester and been kind, generous, and supportive of each other in a way that's been uplifting to witness. And they've hung on to their musicianship and artistry throughout. We have great music to share with you, so without further ado, we're happy to present our concert, An Echo in My Soul.
My life flows on in endless song above earth's lamentation. I hear the real, the far-off hymn that tells a new creation. Through
we've had the chance to add two new choral faculty members this year. We're very excited to have with us Dr. Morgan Jolly, who is a friend of mine from very way back, and she's going to introduce Campus Chorus. Welcome, Dr. Jolly.
Thank you, Dr. Linfors. Campus Chorus is so delighted to join this concert this evening and to celebrate with the entire choral community at Ithaca College. Tonight we'll be joined by our two graduate students, Ms. Juliana Lobiando and Mr. Ryan Fellman, who've just done outstanding work with the choirs, and we're so excited to be here. Our theme this evening and for this concert has been a tool to help us to adapt in our challenging times, and we focused on love and perseverance. So we're starting out with Love is Love is Love is Love by Ms. Abby Bettinas, and that'll be conducted by Ryan Fellman. Then we'll go to Resignation, a piece that was written by Florence Price but recently arranged by Dr. Anthony Tracek King, and I was conducting that piece. And we finish this evening with I Choose Love, conducted by Ms. Juliana Lobiando and written by Mark Miller. Enjoy.
they are wounded and dragging. My body is tortured in pain. My heart it is shattered and flagging. What matter if heaven I gain? Of happiness once I have tasted, 'twas only an instant it lost. Though brief was the hour that I wasted, forever the woe that it caused. I'm tired, I want to go home. My mother and sister are there. They're waiting for me to come. When passions are bright and in the midst of pain, I choose love. In the midst of pain, I choose love. In the midst of pain, sorrow falling down like rain, I await the sun again. I choose love. I choose love. In the midst of war, I choose peace. In the midst of war, I choose peace. In the midst of war, hate and anger keeping score, I will seek the good once more. I choose peace. I choose peace. When my world falls down, I will rise. When my world falls down, I will rise. When my world falls down, explanations can't be found. I will climb to holy ground. I will rise. I will rise. In the midst of pain, I choose love. In the midst of pain, I choose love. In the midst of pain, sorrow falls.
I'm so excited to welcome a new colleague. We are new here together at Ithaca College, and it's been wonderful to work within such a supportive community here. Dr. Hannah Tsai, welcome to Ithaca.
Thanks, Dr. Jolly. And I've had a great first semester at Ithaca College, despite these weird and unusual circumstances that none of us could have predicted. In Madrigal Singers this semester, we started with a discussion of what is a madrigal specifically, and how can we expand that definition to be able to perform music from composers outside of 16th century Europe. On the Madrigal Singers program, you will hear a traditional madrigal, Claudio Monteverdi's Ecco mormora all'onde, as well as an a cappella work that fits into our redefined version of what can be performed by a madrigal choir. These two pieces are fitting for these troubled times. Both pieces are largely about nature, but the text for the Monteverdi ends with the line, "O beautiful and vague dawn, the gentle breeze is your messenger, and you are the messenger of the breeze who restores every burnt heart." In All We Need, Dale Trumbore sets Annie Finch's poem Earth Day, which talks about finding love in what we already have.
Ecco mormora l'onde, ecco mormora e tremola le fronde, e tremola le fronde, allora tutti noi conosciamo. Ecco mormora l'onde, tremola le fronde, All we want is to find the love in the faces of the people we love. All we need is to find the dark in the nighttime sky, to lie down to sleep in the darkness, where stars and moon keep vigil in the silence of a sleeping earth. All we require is to wake the sleep to silent sunlight in the morning, to simple sky, to breathe aloud as the sky is breathing. To drink the water, the water, the water of the earth. All we want is to find the love in the faces of the people we love. All we need is to touch the planet and find it clean where we were born, where our ancestors breathed and planted, where we live with the plants and birds. All we want is to find the love in the faces of the people we love. All we need is to live with the memory of the future. We want to imagine. All we need is to find the love in the face of the planet. We love the planet. We love. We
We got to collaborate this semester virtually with Dr. Baruch Whitehead and the Dorothy Cotton Jubilee Singers. And that was a fantastic opportunity for us, and we got to perform a couple pieces.
Yes, and we really enjoyed our collaboration with the Ithaca College Chorus and on this wonderful piece called Spiritual by Issei Barnwell, who is a wonderful conductor, a civil rights activist, and social justice powerhouse, if you will. The song really talks about can't no one know at sunrise how this day is going to end? Can't no one know at sunset if the next day will begin? So this kind of opportunity for people to look at their lives and see what you're living for. And then she talks about a lot of social justice things from Soweto, where the apartheid movement, the demonstrators were shot in the back, to Stonewall, what was the LGBT gay uprising in New York City, and talks about fighting against misogynistic things and racial hatred and AIDS. And it really, I feel like the song really calls young people and all of us to action. What are we doing? Because we're not guaranteed that we will be here tomorrow. So let's make the best use of today.
Can no one know that sunrise, how this day is going to end? Can no one know at sunset if the next day will begin? Can no one know at sunrise how this day is going to end? Can no one know at sunset if the next day will begin? In this world of trouble and woe, a person had better be ready to go. Look for things to stay the same, but in the twinkling of an eye, everything can be changed. Can no one know at sunrise how this day is going to end? Can no one know at sunset if the next day will begin? Can no one know at sunrise how this day is going to end? Can no one know at sunset if the next day will begin? Troubles of the world fill our hearts with rage, from Soweto to Stonewall, Birmingham and LA, searching for hope that was within ourselves as we fight against misogyny, race, hatred, and AIDS. Can no one know at sunrise how this day is going to end? Can no one know at sunset if the next day will begin? Can no one know at sunrise how this day is going to end? Can no one know at sunset if the next day will begin?
This is a piece called I Believe by Mark Miller, and Mark Miller arranged it for SATB, but the text was originally found on a cellar wall in Cologne, Germany during the World War II concentration camps where Jews often hid in the Cologne camps.
Students were asked to find a picture that represents hope during hard times, which will be shown in the recording. I personally chose a photo of a cellist named Sevak Avanesian playing in an Armenian church in Artsakh after it was bombed during the war that is currently still going on.
And I, to represent hope, chose the Hubble Deep Field to represent God and hope, because to me, the infinity of the universe is the closest that humanity will ever get to witnessing to the divine firsthand. So we hope you enjoy the Ithaca College Chorus singing Mark Miller's setting of I Believe.
I believe in the sun. I believe in the sun. Even when it's not
On the Treble Chorale program, you'll hear two American songs, the spiritual Every Time I Feel the Spirit by William Dawson, who actually received an honorary doctorate from Ithaca College in 1982, and the Appalachian folk song Bright Morning Stars, arranged by Sean Kirshner. Our soloists are Hannah Dahl and Kathleen Morrisroe, and our pianist is Muse Ye.
Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Day is breaking in my soul. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Day is breaking in my soul. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Yes, every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Up on the mountain, my Lord spoke. Out of his mouth came fire and smoke. Looked all around me, it looked so fine, till I asked my Lord if all was mine. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Yes, every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Jordan River is chilly and cold. It chills the body, but not the soul. There ain't but one train upon this track. It runs to heaven and right back. Every time we'll pray, every time I feel the Spirit, I will pray. Yes, every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my spirit, moving in my heart, Spirit moving in my heart. Yes, every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray.
Thank you so much, Sean Lynn, for allowing me the honor of introducing this next composition. Since 1979, the Ithaca College Choral Program has had a tradition of surrounding the outgoing seniors and singing Deep River. Obviously, this year they were not able to do that, so the three outgoing seniors were very creative. So first of all, congratulations to Francesco Di Lello, Melanie Lota, and Margot Wegman. I have known these seniors since they were first-year students. They were extraordinary from the time they stepped on the campus of Ithaca College, But what has been more impressive has been to watch their growth through their 4 years. They are truly outstanding musicians, extraordinary people, and I wish you all the best, the three of you. And now you will hear the three of them sing an arrangement of Deep River. Enjoy.
Choir had the wonderful chance to work on a set of pieces by Christopher Harris, who is a good friend, a good colleague, a wonderful conductor and composer. This is the final movement of that set. It's a Sarah Teasdale set of poems entitled Why I Do Not Weep.
They never saw my lover's face. They only know
We got another chance to collaborate with the Dorothy Cotton Jubilee Singers and Dr. Baruch Whitehead on Undine Moore's spiritual Daniel, Daniel, Servant of the Lord.
Oh, the king cried, oh, Daniel, Daniel, oh, Daniel, Daniel, oh, the Hebrew Daniel, servant of the Lord. Oh, the king cried, oh, Daniel, Daniel, oh, Daniel, Daniel, oh,
the Hebrew Daniel,
servant of the Lord. Servant of the Lord.
Now the king in his sleep was troubled, and early in the morning he rose to find God had sent his angel down to lock the king cried, oh, Daniel, Daniel,
Daniel, Daniel, Daniel, Daniel, the Hebrew Daniel, servant of the Lord.
Oh, the king cried, oh,
Daniel, 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 Daniel,
that Hebrew Daniel,
servant of the Lord, that servant of the Lord, that servant of the Lord.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Ryan Fellman, and I'm the second-year choral conducting graduate assistant. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Juliana Lobiondo, the other half of the choral conducting cohort here at Ithaca College.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Happy to be here. The final performance on tonight's concert is Amazing Grace, which was arranged by Ithaca alumnus Oliver Scott. This has been a collaboration with the choirs, orchestra, and wind ensemble, comprised of over 300 students.
The performance is dedicated to the memory of those who have lost their lives in the pandemic, as well as to their loved ones and to the healthcare professionals and other essential frontline workers who continue to take risks to serve others in their community.
that was it. That was our concert. Congratulations to all the singers who have made it through this wonderful and brutal semester. Congratulations to all the conductors and faculty. Dr. Jolly and Dr. Tsai, this is your first concert at Ithaca College.
Thank you, Dr. Linfors. It has been a joy, and a special thank you to Ryan and Juliana for all your hard work with all of the choirs here at Ithaca College.
What can I say that hasn't already been said by my wonderful choral colleagues? Thank you so much for a great semester, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday break.
Thanks everyone for watching.